Ugh. Yeah, the thing blew up like right here. Took out the core. It's sad. So sad. Honestly, dude, like, I am really considering using it now. I'd have to rethink my Flame Aura placement. I'm considering it. But I don't think I'm gonna do it yet because I don't have a medallion, or I don't have a mark from C6 even. Let's do this a little further out. Get the full corner. Then I can put this here. Wait, really? Oh man, do you have a mark on them? All I'm getting are orbs. I still haven't found one for that. I'm at 0.31, but I don't need a defense rate shard anymore. With the orb I got earlier. Yeah, I probably went over the attack speed, so I don't want an orb either. That's just all I got. It's what I got. It's what I got. It does, yeah. So I got range, power transfer, and crit damage on it. No. I need both covering the walls. There's a good chance I'm gonna continue like rebuilding what I'm doing as well. I mean, I don't need to. The regular kobolds can crash into walls all they want, whatever. Depending on how I do the slows, though. Like, whatever I use for slows, I don't know how I want to place the flame auras necessarily. Think you're just unlucky with relic drops? I'm with you there. Well, I don't know. I've got a medallion with health and speed, and I put on my Skyguards, and it seems okay so far. Actually, so let's do this. Oh. Very minor damage up top, covers the wall. 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go, 2 for that lane, 1 extra for this lane. It still doesn't give, like, line of sight for the Hex Throwers, though. I'm afraid of Hex Throwers up here. I might just stick this here. Have them eventually die. So, okay, now's the question, though. Like, maybe I'll just do the sand traps like I was doing before. So let's see. What am I doing for marks? Nothing with speed. I don't even know if I really want speed. I could do this. Like, I don't need defense power on it. Get more crit damage. The health doesn't matter either. Actually, okay, I got this guy. Do I need the shard slots? I don't think the range really matters that much right now. It's nice, but I want crit damage and Sandstorm Warrior, I think. Can you get to the 8-second with, like, just Ascension defense speed? Because I do want a firing as fast as possible, and I feel like that means I need a really wasteful defense speed secondary stat. Such a waste. Especially since I put the wrong one in and upgraded it. Yeah, okay, I should have just done unequip all. So let's do crit damage, yeah, and Sandstorm Warrior. Crit damage is for 1.4 mil. Stun damage is for... Whoa. When did that get in there? I didn't used to say stun damage, did it? Just regular attack damage? Nice. Okay. So it's mainly CC, but the crits are nice. Throw it right on the wall so it always procs Berserks. Because, like, they're still gonna get punches off. But if it stops even a few punches, that's maybe game changer. I do think I want an Oil Geyser, but or I don't know, what I want the immediate CC, I guess. I need hard CC. Where do I get it? I like the Sandstorm Warrior because of the buff I get. Or I like the Sandstorm because of the Sandstorm Warrior buff. But I don't get the immediate crowd control for the Berserks. I should put, like, water geysers into the lanes. And, like, you knock them up twice, like, they weren't hitting my walls very much. If I knock them up twice on their path or something. I actually was using EV beams, but they don't slow them. So sometimes it would freeze, but it didn't really solve my problem either. Snake walls? Maybe. Do I need Reflex in C7 like C6? No. You know, I don't think you get so many Hex Throwers that you really need them. I do have the Frost Shard, yeah. And like I said, it freezes, it just doesn't slow the thing, so you're not guaranteed to get it. And it's, I mean, it's just not guaranteed no matter where you put it, so it's not really any better than the Sand Trap. In fact, it's kind of worse than the Sand Trap. In some cases as well, for getting like the hard CC on them. So, left with 80. This is 4 Flame Auras per lane. Yeah, for sure, Wilkwood. I'm actually thinking the same thing. I was actually just talking about 15, 20 minutes ago about using the Oil Geysers. But I wonder, like, would you want an orb anymore? Because of how the defense speed scales on utility defenses. I think that one caps, but I get what's your point, like get him firing as fast as possible with the stun. I do think I want to use them though. No Frost Tower. I can't have anything with a health bar. Let me check, because I just freed up an orb. Let's look at him. So what's it at right now? 2.03. Also, what did I get here? Berserk Master and Fiery Brimstone. Is that? That's just a flat damage one then. Yeah, exactly. Like, non-orbs secondaries, right? Is what I'm thinking. But yeah, look at this thing. So, that's not the same as Burning Strikes, because that one adds the, like, dot. I gotta upgrade it. I gotta know. 12% of your attacks is magic fire damage. Okay, so it's a flat 12% damage increase. Which is probably good for proccing Ignite. From like an oil geyser or something, but I don't think it's a particularly great like damage bonus, is it? Huh. Lightning Strikes is 40%. I'm glad you have faith in me, Yui. Anyways, did I open that orb up or is this still on the dude? That was it. That's the one I took off the Flame Aura. Okay, 1.6, and let's throw a Rate Shard on it too. You. 1.5, so it went 10%? Or 1.1? It's not really worth it, right? I don't really need the slow if I'm putting it at the wall. But what else would I put it on? Just extra damage, I guess? I have Ascension health, and I'm actually going to put in more now because I've been saving up a bit. So now these things have 95 charges from 80. I'm not going through 80 charges, I'm not going through 95 charges in one wave, and that's what matters to me right now. So... they crit, everything crits a lot. But I'm still with you there. I don't think I need the rate. 0.1 is not really that much damage, or that much difference. And what's the... I mean... the best CC of all is death, right? Really? Okay. I gotta go fishing. Who might have it? You might have it. Right? No. You don't have anything good on you, right? No. You have it, yeah. You don't need that. So not huge DPS, but something. They stun as well. Let's take these out the walls and maybe put like 2 on the walls. One sand trap further out to take out everything that isn't berserks. Or keep them in the flames. And then maybe 2 of these on the walls. I think I had enough for that. Also, I do have an extra Flame Aura in the lower lane, just because it's a weird one, but I can take that out too. I shouldn't need AA. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure, for sure. It's got... I mean, it was the same with the, I'm not sure. Is this gonna work because it's up a wall? Up a stairs, I mean? I'm gonna move it down slightly. Also, if there's Hex Throwers up top, I think that helps it anyways. It's like the Protons. I was using them mostly for utility, and they did decent damage on top of that. That's true. I've got the Sand Traps, though, kind of filling a similar role. The thing is, like... one at the Blockade? I don't know. I want to do 2 of the Blockades, I think. The reasoning for that is not only Berserks, but Assassins. Bosses. And I'm using these instead of Sand Traps further out because, like, the coverage for the enemies, but maybe they're wide enough for the, like, rest of the lane, you know? I guess the problem is it doesn't slow anymore, right? Because of the Ignite. I do want the slow. I very much do want the slow. I'm worried about Hex Throwers with this lane here. But if they decide to go after that guy or something, which they shouldn't, right? They'll probably throw from here. Can I justify moving this up further? Yeah, you just need to be there for the wall. So Hex Throwers, if they stand here, should be at least taking damage. Sure, and I'm not going to do that. Because Hex Throwers aren't a huge threat in my mind right now that I need to build around them. Patch is taking forever. It's only, well, I don't know how much it is on console. It was only 700 for us. Which one do I want to do? Let's do the front one. Because you actually do cover the wall. 4.8 gigs? No, what? Those are some big patches. Holy. So no perfect stuns. Or no perfect clear, but once I get some more Flame Aura damage, maybe I'll be seeing perfectly healthy walls. I probably will. I mean, if they don't scale up too much, and the same thing keeps happening. I love that damage radius, by the way. But that was a lot bigger than I think it should have been, given the number. Okay, one wave complete. That seems like it's working pretty well. I'm gonna do that one just because it's kind of cheeky. One far out, one on the walls. Let's go with that for now. See how the mana looks. I'm gonna have a lot. Let's just do all the Flame Auras. If I do that over here, like I've got enough in the other lanes too, if I miss mana. Boss is an ogre. That's not horrible. Necessarily. Alright, let's see how this goes. So I actually like kind of don't like that Flame Roar there because of that Cobalt. EMP Cobalt. Oh yeah, like a world of improvement. Just getting that one relic, like the Flame Roars are doing so much more, and I don't even have a max I don't even have a max orb on them. Let alone, like, you know, a max, like, medallion or something, which I would want because of defense attack rate cap. Get out of here. Stop, I can't see. Get out. Easy. The Never Seen Nimbuses? I wouldn't count them out. They might be really good, even. I mean, that Chaos 7 doesn't make them any different than Chaos 6 or 5 or 4, really, in that aspect. They were still really expensive. And in fact, like, there's less mobs per lane now than there was in Chaos 5, right? Like, it was baseline 60, now it's baseline 43, I think. Well, actually, I think the hard lanes might have gotten less in Chaos 5 in favor of, like, harder monsters, and now it's, like, less and then more in favor of harder monsters, when the harder monsters come out. I'm not sure, but, like, I don't think they're good or bad yet, just because they're so expensive. On the Horus, it's the Hypnotic skin. The Tyrannic one, like, I love the Tyrannic skin set, but it's almost exactly the same as the base for Flame Wars only. But it makes the freaking Skyguards look baller. I can do 2. Let's just do that and that. 2 per lane is what I mean to say. We got Gridlock. You. I mean, yeah, I think, I don't know. 100 DU on them doesn't make the problem any different than they were before, and it wasn't a problem before. And they may not work for other reasons that I'm not thinking of, that I can't think of right now, but I don't think they have an issue necessarily. Sure, whatever. Wars have always been your favorite defense. I've had a soft spot for them for a while, ever since Zimmerman started showing my streams and saying, hey, do my Lightning Aura builds when you're not as geared as me for Lightning Auras. So I've got an Aura Stockholm Syndrome from before they were good. Nemesis? Yeah, sure. Well, the Zapper is supposed anywhere in the left lane, like the south, like the one that's by itself with the bridge. Oh my god, that's horrible. Is there in place? You know what? Key Blast better than Full Smash if you don't use Smashing Fists. I don't have to aim my tip. Nimbuses with Orb of Medallion? I have no idea. I haven't built them. I don't know if there's any attack rate caps that they hit with C6 or C7 gear. Oh god, why? That was because it was a boss. That's why. Ogre. I would be surprised if Gridlock was standing like just outside of the procs of those. And we'll do all the flame auras. What are the bosses? Ogre, Ogre, Ogre. So, Ogre walls. I really need to gear up this monk because he's even less geared than the squire, but I'm using the monk because I think I'm going to get more medallions with him. Let's check the auto loot. Like, have I picked up anything that might be useful? Full arm with ability power. Would be real nice. One of these days. You just need to PC more, dude. That's an old upgrade. Damn it. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go for it. Let me upgrade the wall over there since it's far away. I don't know, I might not need to use sand traps at all, but I do like the damage buff. The slow is nice. And as long as berserkers are the only things hitting the wall, even without it, I wouldn't need the sand. I get like, if nothing hits the wall without the sand trap except for berserk, that's fine by me. And oil geyser with flame auras doesn't really get the slow, but I think the fact that I do get the Sandstorm Warrior buff makes it worth it to have. It's such a stupid interaction. Get him. I can't see a thing. Oh, he's not even there yet. Oh yeah, jerk. Oh yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out, dude. Yeah, I think because I'm hitting the rate cap on the orb, like, I can probably get even more DPS out of the Flame Wars pretty easily with, Medallion or a Mark. So I really just need to, find better drops. And maybe stop using this Monk. Or start... My DPS doesn't seem as important right now, except for Siege Roller, so maybe I should just not worry about my gear nearly as much. Or like what stats I have on it. It's just a lot of damage I'd lose. A lot of shards right now. This isn't really helping me with the drops as far as I'm aware, but it gives me that HP to maybe make up for a lack of HP on some pieces. And these aren't the only ones, so I should go to here, because I moved some pieces yesterday. Let's go Warlock. They're the only pieces that matter from Warlock, apparently. On a lightning weapon? I mean, it depends on what you want. If you're just going for pure damage, Betsy's Empowered Beam. If you're a hero damage Squire, Focus, I think is better. I don't think Electrocute does extra damage, it just stuns. Wizard is Power and Crit. Those would upgrade really far, maybe just as far. That's an old one. I mean, I'm using the chest, so... Ranger's the last one? Yeah, what's really low on them? 21, 20. The gloves and the helmet. I don't know. DPS probably. Is there anything with a lot of upgrades? Base? Yeah, okay. Let's just do these. I lose a little health, but I gain some on the thing. And I get the armor. I'll lose crit strikes, I think. But I don't know for sure. Any of this is even close to the right idea. Not like I have a lot of crit damage on him anyways. My health did go up though. My armor is now up a little bit. What's left is just the helmet. Can I sort by helmet, please? Do I not have any ability power helmets? It's just these three, right? I could go like health and crit, maybe. Is that Berserker? I don't have a helmet in Berserker either. Ah. Ranger, no. Rogue. Do I want to lose both hero health and hero and ability power for like higher armor that should give me or should help me get better drops? I'll let you guys decide. Should I improve armor and lose stats I need? And worst comes to worst, I just pull out my Squire for DPSing the Siege Rollers. Because it looks like the rest of the bosses are more or less fine. Waiting patiently for a response. Also, I should check on this guy now. Was it Warrior? I think those are probably about the same. Maybe not. One sec. 2680. So 15. 15 times 44. 660. On top of that. Nah, it's not better. Alright, no one's answering, so I'm gonna not change anything, because I'm afraid to change. Mother of all kobolds, so if that hits the wall, it's definitely done for. If it hits anything, I think I'm done for. I'm not convinced they rage if you're there, though, so let's do this. Get these guys. Full path. Hit this up, at least. Siege Roller lane? I mean, I don't need to buff Flame Auras for a Siege Roller lane. It's not gonna do anything. For the Siege Roller, that is. Let's do that guy. And that guy. So Siege, Tuskar, and that dude. Let's go with this, and I'll keep the rest for roll or for things. Repairs being those things. Do I risk it? Do I not go over there at all? Okay, that's what you're saying, Quicksilver? Alright. Someone spoke up. I am going with what you're saying. It was damage and crit, right? What do I lose in terms of shards, though? Power of Storms, I want. Worm Scarf, I also kind of want. Hey, like I said, if I really, really need the damage, I'll switch to the Squire. And I do gain crit. Maybe that crit's enough to do something. So now the question is, what do I want? Worm Scarf or what's my health at? 149? Kind of really low, but I got a lot of stuns. Get that regen. This is the worst idea. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna go like Lich the Moab and then run away. Actually, I'm gonna upgrade this because it should have been upgraded a while ago. It didn't come out. I liched a regular freaking Kobold. I thought it was the one because it was on top. It's stuck? No, it's coming out now. No, it's stuck. It's actually stuck in the gate. Oh god. I don't know. Check the DD tool site by typing in !shard into chat. No need for a worm? I mean, I don't know how much armor reduces. A flat 15% reduction in damage though? That's pretty good. Got so lucky. Oh, there was a crit in there as well. Whew! It worked. I got so lucky with this thing though. Getting stuck. It's like flying around in circles in there. I'm not even gonna get close. Let it spin around in circles. Yeah, jerk. You can time out all over the place. Like, I'm afraid, like, even if it blows up in the gate, it's still gonna blow that up. Did I get any drops, though? Like, I got a green. Tuskar dropped a blue. orb. 6k secondary stat though. Okay. So that's much fun. The highest secondary stat relic I've seen so far was 5222, I think, right? On that Skyguard medallion, wasn't it? That's a lot bigger. Am I remember that wrong? It was 5222, right? Blue chest, of course. But you know, I scummed the win, so... 5-3, 5-3. Oh, maybe that dropped for the Squire in my deck. Should I just remove the Squire now that I know, like, I can take out a roller with this setup? With this guy? It didn't even seem like it was... Like, it almost seemed easier than the other one, but maybe I got lucky crit. Maybe I've been... I mean, I used to overvalue crit than undervalue crit. Again, I guess. I don't know. Is there anything I want to put that on? Not, maybe not. But it's so good. 60 ups, best base stats I've got so far. Is there anything that doesn't hit the defense speed stat cap with a C7 orb? That's the question right there.